Okay, so like a complete mango, I forgot one important thing. First off, I added the hitbox sprite, which will make sure it has an actual hitbox, this being the 10x price. I made a create event. I meant to do a draw event, which was going to draw the text. And then I also changed something in here. So first off, I changed the X and Y positions. I knew this was going to be changing anyway, to 50 on the X and 60 on the Y. This doesn't matter too much. And then I added the text cost before the price. So if you go into the room, you'll see that it's placed better. And also now it says price. There you go. Oh, actually cost. Yeah, sorry, cost. And now it's 1,000. And we could click on it and nothing will happen. But if we clicked on it, now we'll just continue. We'll do a left button and then a left released. And in the released, we'll do nothing. I just like doing this. And we'll add another on the, if you click the button, it will check if your, wait, didn't we already do this actually? In the 10x. Yep. Well, they could both have it. It doesn't matter if you click on the price or you click on the item. It will just do the same action pretty much. Oh, that's not the action I was looking for. This isn't the action you're looking for. Can I, please? I try so hard. Oh my god. I am such a fucking tryhard and yet I can't do anything for shit. Come on. There you go. Come on. There you go. Good boy. Okay, so global score while is the so if your score while, as in your current score, is greater than or equal to the 10x price tag, which is 1,000, you will then set your score to be the price or minus the price of 10x, and then it will set your global score amount to 10x, which will increase the current price of the item. And we should also set the global per click number to be times 10, because that's what we're doing. So we have to make sure that, let's see, where is it? In globals, in the create event, that the global score while, global score numbers per click number, yep, that's 10, so it'll be 100. So if you buy this item for 1,000, you will get 100 per click. So let's check that out, see if it works. It pretty much should at this point. So we'll just get 1,000 points, which will take a little time actually. Well, good thing. Welcome to the Let's Play, everyone. This is Let's Play Oreo Clicker, greatest game of all fucking time. One thing we forgot. We have to. I knew there was going to be something. Actually, I want this to be gone. You know, you can have it if you want to. No, actually, no. Let's keep it, but we're gonna have to change 2 codes at once, which might in turn be a bit of a bad idea. But there we go. The price tag, which is set in here, the price tag will differ. So. So if your global, oh god, what is that called? You know, the K, if that is set, global number count, I see. Your global number count is a K. It's a string. We'll have to decrease this number by 1,000 because that's what we're doing. So by default, this is true, that the global will be, or the price will be 1,000 by default, and then in case it's a K or 1,000 that you have and it's been decreased by 1,000, the price should also be decreased by 1,000, and afterwards we will add the K we'll do it in the same way that we did with your current score. This is just to make sure that when it's created, that the price will change according to how much money you have. In case you've managed to somehow get a freaking million, we will decrease it by 1 million. If you have... This is really unnecessary, to be quite honest with you. If you have a billion, I think it is right, decrease by that. And the last one, if you have $1 trillion, I think I'm doing this right, but who knows? Yes, and we can pretty much just copy and paste this. And the thing is, this will only be done once. I should have put the emphasis different on that one. Once, like this will only be done once. So we're going to have to do create a step event. Putting in some code in that, and pretty much just doing this. So to check for every single millisecond whilst this game is currently running. So to change the price, and in the 10x price, the draw thing, we will add the string of the global. Oh god. Yeah, it's number count. Number count. There you go. And the parentheses on that one. So it will say a 1k, 1 million, whatever. It will make the number less, and to scale to what you have at the moment. So again, now it'll be 1,000. If we hit, if we can reach 1,000, it will be 1k. So now it's a k. It'll be 1k, and we can purchase it. And now the price didn't go up, which it should, but we can test it out if it worked anyway. It seemed to have worked, yeah. We are getting 10 times as much. Good. So that worked, but the price did not increase. Okay. I guess this would be in the left here. So the global score per click number. No, the price does not increase apparently. I forgot to do that. So the global called 10x price will be 10x. So it was 1,000, then it's 10,000. We have to make sure now, because we didn't remove the left button on this one, that this code matches the draw code of this. So we just copy and paste it. And now they do the thing. They do the same thing, which will be good. So to not confuse the player. Let's see. Again, we can start out by going in, saying it's 1,000. We can get 1,000 pretty easily. I should probably, at one point put in like a backdoor. So you can just click somewhere, one button, and then you'll increase your score per click count, whatever. You can click this, you'll purchase the item. Again, it did not do it correctly, but it did work. Okay, so we'll have to do the step event over again. I kind of goofed on this one. What we should have done is, instead of checking what the player has in his bank, we can call it, we should do it in a kind of easier way and say if the price is greater than or equal to 1,000. Actually, let me get back what I had before. Okay. So if the price is greater than or equal to 1,000, we'll divide it by 1,000, and it will be a K. Right. Let's see. And this is where all the or the other amounts come in to play, we have this right here that we can look at. So in case the 10x price is greater than or equal to 1,000, it will divide it by 1,000, and then it should add the k. Right. So we have to do a new global, a 10x number count, just to follow the pattern of previously. So this can be copied and pasted so that we can change the value of this. So if you're above 1,000 in price, it will take this and it will set it to a k, like it does with your money or the player score, I suppose it is. If it's greater than or equal to 1,000 and the global number count is a k, we can actually copy this and paste it up here and say if it's blank and it's more than 1,000, it'll set it to 1,000. If it is in case and it's equal or more than or equal to 1,000 again, it will set it to million. So we reach 100,000, but we can't reach 1,000 thousands. That would be ridiculous. So we set it to 1,000,000, and then copy paste that. And if it's more than or equal to 1,000 and it's in millions, it will be, oh, I'm bad with this, real bad, real bad. So it's billions and trillions. Okay, so if it's this, it will be a billion. It's good practice to do the semicolons. And if it is this and it is billions, it will be trillions. Okay, so like that. Let's see. Now this should work. Okay, it might not retract properly, but it will write out properly. So it says 1. Yep, that's what we want it. So now in the 10x price, it draws, and it has to draw this every step instead of what it did now, which is the wrong one. So like that and like that. Oh, sorry. No, not like that at all. The price, and then this we replace the global number count, because in the beginning it will be empty, but we want it to say k from the get-go, right? So it will say k now, even if you go in here. Say 1k. Beautiful. We can test it out by seeing if we reach 1k and we buy it, like, will it retract 1k or will it retract 0.1? We'll see. Okay, apparently it stopped saying k. It's like, no, I don't want to. Yeah, okay, it works. And then it says t. Oh, nice. It says 10. Interesting, okay. Just set 10 though. Can I buy it again at 1? The cost of 1, yeah. And then when I go back and then again, it'll say 1. Interesting. Very interesting, okay. Alright, so I ran into a bit of an issue, a bit of a bug. That was when, and I'll demonstrate it right here. You could get some of these sweet points, yeah. And then you went into the shop, and when you had purchased this for 1,000, we could go and get that while I explain. When you purchased it for 1k, it would go up and say, okay, now the price is 10k. Do you have money for this now? And you'd say, obviously, no. So 1k, and you go into the shop and you'd purchase it for 1k, and it would say 10k like this, and you'd go back, and you were like, okay, I'm going to get these points. And then you'd come back and it'd say 1k again. And I found out the reason for this. Because when we create the room, or when we enter the next room, we recreate both the 10x and the 10x price. So the problem was we had a create event in here that would set the price again to 1,000. And then the step event that would convert it into 1k. See, the problem with that is it would happen every single time. So what I did was I took what was in the create event and put it into our globals in the create event. So down here we have, it sets it one time and none other than one time. And now it works every single time. I also removed, I think it was a create event here, or a step event. And I made it so that only the price is clickable now. If you want the object to be clickable, which we do, we can do a left mouse event, and we just copy this in there. And just for good measure, again, it's not necessary, and it's not 100% certain that that's necessary, but it's just good practice. So you click and you release, and it does the same thing. It will go and check if you have money for it, and then it will increase the price and it will buy it for you. Okay, so we now have the 10x in the room and the 10x price in the room. Now all we need is to duplicate this, right, and do a new object called auto. Now auto is going to have the sprite of this, and we can duplicate this as well, call it object auto price. Now again, this is where we have to do some clever editing. So 90, presume on the x-axis, and then it will write out auto price and auto number count. In here, score while, auto price, and auto price again, and auto amount. This will be a one-time purchase. So it will just set it to 1, the auto amount. And don't worry, we'll make everything that this is in a moment. Per click number, it will stay the same, and this doesn't matter. So then we'll make sure that if so if the global code auto amount is equal to 1, it will not draw it. If else, it will draw it. So it will only let you buy it if you haven't purchased it yet. That's just a little feature. You can only buy auto click once, and then it'll auto click every second with the yeah, you get what the thing is. It will add your per click number every step. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So we can keep this open just to remember the names that we gave it. Then we'll go into the object auto, because that has some numbers in here that has to be changed. So auto price, we can just copy and paste it in. Auto price, auto price. It's not 100% certain that this actually matters. So you shouldn't really spend too much time on it. But it's just, again, it's just good practice really. And okay, we also do it with the number count, so it will calculate again. Now this is going to be a very expensive item. Obviously we don't want the player to be able to buy it in the first round. So doing that, and then again the left click, that's what we have right here. That's the left click for it. So we can just copy and paste it in the left click event on the object from the draw. Okay, and opening this again to put into the globals, we'll have to put in the globals. Oh, this looks so messy. So we have the 10x prices here, again, we'll just do the auto price. Now be equal to 10, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 10 million will be the amount of money. And then the global order amount will be by default 0. This will be set once. And if it's 1, you won't be able to purchase it again. So yeah, that's fine, whatever. Yeah, the left click again. This does the same thing as the text does. I feel like this should work. If it does not, then, you know, God bless America. Object, auto click. Now again, this is not going to be visible. It is going to be a solid object though, just for, you know, good practice. Again, we will make a step event, and also it will have an alarm set. So alarm 0. Again, we'll have to put something in there. Contains nothing. And it will check if the alarm is 0. So it will basically do the same as the Oreo does by default. Although this will do something automatically without you clicking. So if alarm 0 is less than or equal to 0, well, get ready, because you're going to be blown away. And global auto amount is 1. Let's check if that's spelled correctly. It's just nice to do. That's not here. Okay, so auto amount. Yep. Okay, auto amount. If that's 1, so if you have purchased the item for 10 million, then it'll be ready to do what it has to do. And what it has to do is it will set the alarm 0 to, let's say, 5. We don't want it to click too fast, but we do want it to auto click. And then your global score whole will be plus equals to your global what's it called, per click number. And I think that's pretty much it, actually. Now what we can do is we can go in here, and in our create event we can set our score while to 10, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so 10 million. So we should be able to just purchase it in the first round. Oh, we forgot to place it in the room. That's not going to work then. Okay, yeah, 10 million. Yeah, we just set it. Brilliant. Oh, actually, one thing that we did forget is to set these. No, wait. Yeah. Object, the auto clicker. You can place it like on the cookie, like right there. Doesn't matter. It only activates once you've purchased. And in the shop, we will set the object auto right there, and object order price right there. So it looks identical, except for the auto, to the 10x. See? Oh god, what now? Alright, so I fixed the error that we had. One of the problems was that when you had purchased it, the auto clicker, that is, I can actually demonstrate it now because it works. It wouldn't, first of all, it would still keep your score in millions, even though you'd reached absolute 0, because I set the default to 10 million. So you can see it costs 10 million, so we can purchase it. And now it costs again 10 million, but in case, because now we're back at 0. So we can go back. And once we're back, it will just continually go because of the auto click that we now purchased. On top of that, we can click, and you can see we're going even faster, but it will continually go. So how I did this was I had to do a reverse counter. So first of all, we had to put the order prices and order amount in here, and order number count. Now, one thing we haven't done is removing the auto count or auto click option at all once you have purchased it. We'll do that in a minute. So we put these into the globals, which is the price of 10 million, and that you by default have 0 auto click, and that the auto click count or number count is by default 0, so it'll write it out in case while you're in the thousands. So per step, we had to do a reverse. So I basically took this and repurposed it. So saying if you have less than or equal to 0 and your count is case, it will just go back and it'll because we divided your per click when you reach k, then we divided it by 1,000. We now have to times 1,000 to reset what we did prior. And this we did all the way down into the trillions, resetting it to billions, and then resetting it to millions, and then resetting it to Ks, and then resetting it to basically 0. So you're free to take a good look at this. That this is how it works pretty much. This is the reverse process. In the auto, this looks pretty much the same. It does what it did prior. Nothing much. And then in the click, it says if global amount is 1, then it won't write it out, or it won't purchase for you, and else it will. So one thing that we will do though is create a create event and drag in a piece of code, and in here we'll do if, and oh god, can I remember what name that is? Nope. So if you already have purchased it, if it equals to 1, meaning you have purchased it, we'll do an instance destroy. Bam. Sounds very dramatic. It is not. It's not that dramatic. That's how that will work. Then it will disable the object. And also here in a create event, we just copied and pasted it. We didn't, apparently. Thought I did. So in the auto, this create event where it says if auto is 1, instance destroy, else it will keep it going. Create again, instance destroy, bam. Okay, so they should work. So once we have purchased it, it will literally remove itself from the store. Let's see. Let's purchase it, and we can go back, and it shouldn't be there anymore. Now, I think actually that it shouldn't be a create event, that it should be a step event. So let's do that. We could plug it in to our step event, but honestly, I think we should make a new. We can't do that. Great. Okay. So what we will do is we'll integrate it here. So if this is true, then you'll write it out. Else, if you haven't purchased it yet, it'll write all this. And for just being a proper gentleman, just move all this one so that it's easier to look at. But basically, this is what we needed to do. Now, whenever you have purchased this, it will no longer calculate nor even display the price or the logo. See the create event. Yeah, this we can just copy and make a step event. We don't have to do and go through all that pain that we had to do with the other. So like this. Now it will check every step if you have purchased it. If you have, it will just destroy it, and it will no longer exist in the game. So again, we can check it out. See if it works. It's 10 million by default. You have this shop. You can purchase this by clicking on it and it disappears. You have purchased it and your score is 0, and you go back and it auto clicks. Pretty cool. And you can click on top of that, and we can actually just sit and wait, but we're not gonna. We're gonna do this, and then we hit a K. I think, okay, one thing we're gonna do, the auto click is persistent, meaning that even when you're in the shop, it will be there. The auto click will follow you. So if you have purchased this, oh god, where do I have to? It already goes. Oh damn. Well, I guess it's doing it right. It's just doing it kind of strange. Okay, and then we can purchase this, and we can literally just sit in the store and wait. We don't even have to look at the stupid Oreo anymore. Fucking Oreos. Yeah, so Oreo, if you're watching this, freaking sponsor me already. So much free promotion, right? And again, this will just continually loop. What I wanted to was to check if when we hit 100 million. Wow. Okay, so we now have to get 100 million points. So as you can tell, you can just add other objects, but it will basically be the same. You just pretty much just copy and paste the code that we already did. And it should be good. And you can always increase the amount of money that it costs to do to buy certain items. Maybe you could add a nice little crumble effect every time you click on the Oreo. Maybe that's the thing you want to do. Maybe it is. That would be nice. And seriously, guys, if you make one of these, let me know down below. If you followed this tutorial and you liked it, let me know. Seriously, I would love to. If you have any issues with this, I am no expert, but I would love to help you in any way I can. Again, I'm not an expert. I won't even lie. So I know there will be a few bugs with this. It's not the smoothest piece of software that I've ever made, though I'm very happy with the result. I think it looks great. I think it plays exactly the way I wanted it to play. I hope you didn't run into too many issues following my my guidance here. Though not a professional, I think I did a good job. Yes, I know that sounds like I did a good job, but it works. It freaking works. I mean, when you hit fucking hundreds of thousands of trillions, maybe the game has gone on for too long, and maybe you, maybe like the score increase should be at ×2 or something. This was just an example. Take it for what it is. Hopefully you liked this and you were able to follow along. It wasn't too confusing. Now, this is a learning process for me as well. So if you didn't get all of it, don't worry. It's probably because I didn't. That's most likely the reason. I am very happy to help, and I am very fortunate that I have got this piece of software to play around with. And I think out of the time that I spent on it, that it was well worth it. And I hope that you guys see the point in this, and we are going to be making more. More videos are going to be coming out making games in this. So if you have suggestions for games that you want to see or projects that you kind of want to see, like maybe we could make an RPG. Maybe we could. Could be kind of nice. And like I have ideas about different projects. And one thing that I wanted for a long time was to make games like this, and finally able to. So I hope that you will follow along. I know it's different from what we usually do, but it was time for a mix-up. We've pretty much done what C# is able to do. We've milked that pretty much dry at this point. But I appreciate all of you supporting me, because, like, Jesus Christ, the channel has grown. And the funny thing is, it's very niche, and I'm well aware that it's very niche. But I truly appreciate you guys. I appreciate every single comment. And I love hearing back from you guys who are in like any sort of school system where you're programming, and that I have helped you out somehow through my rambling and my different projects. Like, that means so much to me, and that is the greatest feeling in the world, helping out where I can. So I thank you all, and I really hope that you got something out of this. So I will see you all next time. Thank you all for watching. This was Sharp Programming, and we'll be back. This was the Oreo Clicker. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.